Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P Funk. Thinking right out here in the lab. What do that do for you? Oh, I got a little lesson today. Pinocchio. Just a little heads up. It's called a teaser, tidbit. Let's go. Writism, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling. Story with a message in the story for life. I give life lessons. You tune in to receive them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's keep it going. Right thinking mission, and that's what I'm on. So let's keep the train rolling. Is to enlighten. Hopefully I'm doing that. Inspire, trying to get that. Educating. Oh, that's what I do for you. And motivate. I want you to get up off and do you, the individual, raise it to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment, gaining knowledge of self and living by those knowledge that you obtain will make you a better individual. Trust me, that's how you know thyself. That's being enlightened. Right thinking way of life, and it's a way of life that I live. Through mental and spiritual discipline daily will help and guide you to attain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. That's my mission, to have all right thinkers do just that. So I give lessons to help you do just that daily. So tune in, I can help you out. Let's go. The question: do you know yourself? If not, check me out. But these are the options. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple. Teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. Stay tuned. I appreciate you too. A person who knows not and believe that they know dangerous, avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is asleep spiritually. I'm the spiritual alarm clock. I'm here to wake you up with knowledge of self. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself. And to my yacht, be true. Right thinkers. Let's talk about those people who claim to know God, but they do devilish things. So where I come from, we call that the Pinocchio theory. So I was going to call it that, but yeah, it's Pinocchio theory. I call it the spiritual Pinocchio theory. Why? Because spiritually you're lying. That's why. So if you might know the story about Pinocchio, there's a message in that story. Pineal gland, waking up, seeing the world the way it is, that was his goal, to become human. If you're ignorant, like a puppet, you're being played by your own ego. You're being led around by your ego. So when you fake like you know something or you think you're into something, your nose get longer and longer because you're lying. It's a direct indicator that it may not grow physically, but it's the idea that you look funny, you look out of place. Okay? So let's talk about it. I can't stand those phony people who claim to be God believers and God fearing men who don't work, who do work for the devil, which is themselves. Remember, the devil don't exist. We are the devils when what? We go in opposition to God. That's all the definition of a devil is. This guy with the horns and all that nonsense, that's all the kiddie stuff to scare you. When you get grown, that don't work no more. Why do you think we start out with milk? Okay, why? That's what we can stand. As you get older, you're gonna need meat and potatoes. Baby food is stories, tells to get you, yeah. But the meat and potatoes is the truth. We should start out with the truth. Another lesson I ain't want to talk about, but it's talking about the phony people who want you to believe they so holy and grateful and all that nonsense, but really time they just rob and steal and cheat in the name of the Lord. Those kind of people I can't stand. Let's go. You can talk in tongues, you can praise the Lord and pray, all that nonsense, crying and blue horny, phony crocodile tears, when the whole time that's just a facade. That ain't real. When I go to church, I'm in the church and the tears run down my face. That's real. When I'm driving down the highway and I'm thanking God, I'm grateful. That's real. Just want to let you know, I know the difference. Okay? When you think you're smarter than everyone else, your arrogance is devilish act. Simple. When you condescendingly deal with everybody, sit at your office, and everybody got to come and cater to you. That's devilish. That's just tyrannical concept. That's all ego. All ain't nothing godly about nothing about that nonsense. I know real God fearing and God believing people. And I'm a God knower. So I'm one of them. Real recognize real. I don't know you. Yes, I do. Not as one of us. I know you as one of them. Okay. They said, my man got a record they sing on Sunday, and the fakers will come and pretend that they're one of us, but they're not. That's y'all fakers who still in the name of the Lord. I teach what I know about your kind. Yeah, you're fake God servants who really still in the name of the Lord. But you'll get yours in your time. So I ain't got to keep beating over the head with that. But I'm going to let you know I know. Okay, I'm going to try to expose you to everybody so they know too. Because when you get to deal with him, he already know. If you know God, here we go. Next one is, if you know God, you will change your life for the better. I can't claim God to still sell drugs, run around womenizing, and do that nonsense and claim it to be a God-fearing man. But there's a bunch of y'all doing that, just that. I got a problem with y'all. Okay, at least when I was a bad guy, I let it be known where I was. Didn't ever make no secrets about what I was doing, how I was doing it. I knew that. Now that I'm a good guy, I got no bones to pick with that whack. I'm definitely doing what I'm doing on this side. I did that side. And I know all y'all, I'm familiar with all that nonsense. So let me tell you again. I again only speak for myself. And that's all I speak for. And what I experienced and what I know. I know God. I know people who know God also. I know people who pretend to know God. That's what I'm talking about right now. Now, if you knew me before I met God, you would not know me now. Why? Because I'm changed. I'm not that dude. Simple. And if you don't change, you don't live long. So, your call. If you claim to know or been talked to by God and you didn't change your life, you didn't talk to God. You're a liar. Simple as that. My conversation with God happened 10 years ago. I'm still riding it. Going to school, going to college, all that nonsense, and you still a petty thief. You ain't learned nothing. If you claim to know, or no, did that, excuse me. Now, to be born again, Christian, you go whatever religion, you born again and get resurrected in the new. You got to kill the old. That's the whole point. You can't be the same person if you're going born again. Whatever it is you're doing to change. Change meaning you come out the old. As a Mason, I done pulled a lot of people from the dead level. Okay, I done killed that many old bad habits off, so I understand symbolically what it means. So if you have a God experience and you haven't changed, you haven't had a God experience. Simple as that. You're a liar. Simple as that. If you're preaching the word of God, a lot of y'all are. But here we go. Here's the caveat right here. This is what separates my pastor from a lot of people I see. And you're not living by the rules that you're preaching. That's devilish. Why? Because you're going against God. And you know that. You preaching it. So you know better than anybody. So what's your excuse for doing the devilish act? Mistreating, condescendingly, disrespecting people, swindling people out of money. What's your excuse for that? There's none. That's why self-defeating. When you get caught cheating, you ain't gonna be able to pay them dues. Oh, but you will. You pay. Don't worry. Old school. I'm gonna get my money one way or another. So we ain't going there. Moving on. God don't take that tactic. That's my tactic. That's man's tactic. God got a whole different agenda for you people. Now watch this. Here we go. When you fake knowing God, that's Pinocchio theory. Your nose will grow spiritually. Why? You're going to look out of place. Every time you say this, oh, so hold this, hold that, all of a sudden you do this and it don't match. That's hypocrite. Okay? It's easy to see. Moving on. Yeah, you look like Pinocchio to me. I see the devil horns behind you. I see all that in you. Every time you profess to be good, you really not. And that's why I'm saying, well, why he just it never came together? Cause it ain't. Self-discovery. Oh yeah. I'm a God-fearing man. So I know God personally. Okay. I'm a God-fearing man from what? I know what is it? No. I'm a God-fearing man. So wait a minute. Listen, I know the difference. And I know a God-fearing man from a liar. You're the liar. Okay. Then they said double. He got all kinds. Anybody who do that, that's what you represent. Simple as that. You're sneaky, you're deceitful, you lie, blatantly lie. How can you be a God-fearing man and just straight out lie to people? Oh, you ain't God. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, but you claim it. I can forget. They claiming. I forget. They claim. That claim don't mean nothing. The title means nothing. The deeds and the action means everything. So that's where you fall short. Preaching, watch this. Where we at? Okay, here you go. Wait, I think that's the worst crime against yourself. Lying to God and doing wrong in his name. Don't get no worse than that. A crooked preacher, dude, you gonna burn. Get him, Gino. You're going to hell. Now, preaching and sleeping with the choir or the congregation and making babies is not a God-fearing man, not a good man. No, no, no. You can't make that good nowhere, no how. So it's a lot of that going on in the churches. The worst part is it with the molested little boy. Y'all just don't do right in God's sight. Y'all do man stuff. I don't do man. I do God. Okay? If you're going to be spiritual, that's God. Religion is man. Get to know the difference. Understand that. Y'all so hell on that book. Man, that's a book written by a man with his own agenda. Spiritual give you the truth that you can live by. Simply that. There's no agenda. It's all based on you. So that's the difference. Moving on. Now, when I believed in God, I was doing my thing. I was just as crazy as a bag of dope. But the belief wasn't strong enough to keep me from doing devilish stuff. When you believe in God, I still didn't, excuse me, I believed in God, I still did devilish things. My best customers back in the day were when church let out on Sunday, and they coming to me to get their stuff. So understand, that's what I'm saying. Belief in God is the problem. Okay. Why? With these crooked preachers dealing in their belief system, they justify in their mind doing wrong because they figure if they get caught, they could just ask for forgiveness because they sell you on always forget. The people who trust, no, my man, no, I ain't the one, so you don't want to do that with me. Okay, why not? Don't swing that way. You're going to be punished for your transgressions. Simple as that. Understand that. I see God believers doing what? The most devilish things in God's name. Gotta tone it down. Because that just freaks me out. Even when I was just a believer, I saw the perpetrators. I didn't care that. I didn't really didn't care. Now that I'm a God following, God fearing man, that irked me to the core. You fake, phony, that just don't set well with me. Okay. I sold a lot of drugs to God believers every week after church service. Right now that I know God, I won't sell a drug to nobody. Couldn't care less. I'm not selling a drug. Simple as that. So that's the difference. Belief ain't enough to change you. No one will change if you know you're going to acquiesce. Well, I don't know what's wrong with you. If that don't get you, then you're on your own, pretty much. But a believer, a knower, see, that's the difference. So every Jew wear that, whatever they wear that in pride. They proud to be a Jew. A lot of us ain't proud of who we are. That's not one of our problems. Well, another thing, moving on. Let me get this thing up. Gee, I'm good. Let me get out of here. Now, since I know God for myself, I changed my life and I do the right thing. That means I ain't selling no drug. Simple. That's right there. I want to know who the non-believer, what they do. I won't be doing that. I don't involve myself in that environment any longer. If I'm not doing something, I'm not being in that environment. Back in my day, if you even run the street, don't come out here. Why? Because this is what we do out here. We beat suckers. Okay, make you a victim. If you don't know what you're doing, don't come out here. So in the God realm, I'm the same way. If you perpetrate God, I got to get you. I'm God's gangster. My knowledge, okay, of God holds me accountable to serve him. And anybody who perpetrates on him, I got to attack you. You're the enemy. Anybody who worship, love, and praise God, we're on the same team. If you faking it, I got to get you. I'm just saying, wrapping it up. Again, it ain't personal. Yeah, I'm just doing my job. I can tell you that. I work for him. So moving on, let me wrap this up. Now I know God. I will not do any devilish things. Big difference. Biggest difference is I'm holding myself accountable now. It ain't about God. No, I know now. I know. Oh, I already know. Trust me. I learned my lesson in life. There are lessons you need to learn. And when you get good at your lessons, that's self-mastery because you know what to do while you're doing it. And everything falls out in your favor. Why? Because you ain't doing dumb stuff haphazardly or willy-nilly. And then what should I shouldn't have done? Or why'd I do that? Too late. Monday morning quarterbacks never won a game on Sunday. Wrapping it up. Now that I'm God conscious, doing devilish things, I got a lesson I tell you about the devil. He called y'all drifters. He got 98% of God believers under his rule. And he breaks it down for you. I got that for you too. But no, he don't mess with me. Why? I'm the 2% that he can't get. I know it's me and my pastor. I know every 10, if me and him in that group, y'all done. Why? Because I don't see anybody else. He gonna get it. He pretty much got the rest of y'all. I'm trying to help you out. Let's go. Now, God-fearing men and women live what? Righteous and virtuous. When? Daily. That's the way of life. It's just that simple. If you're a con man, your life is full of cons. If you're a thief, your life is full of stealing. You're a liar, you just perpetuate the lie. So it's what you do, who you are. When you are right thinking philosophy master of yourself, your ego is under your control. Use him wisely. Why? Because he loves fight. Okay? I don't walk around looking for a fight. But I ain't the one you want to fight. I'm just saying. I ain't the back. No, spiritually. Okay? Metaphorically. Okay? You might not want to come at me with some of the stuff that you think you got. I ain't the one. All right. Now, being a man of God means you serve God. I tell you, I'm on a mission. I work for him, not yourself. It ain't about what I do for you. I'm serving myself. Why? I'm giving something. I'm giving selfless service. I'm doing something that's positive and productive for somebody else. So I'm giving. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. I'm a cheerful giver. I love to give. Why? I know what I get on the backside. That's none of your business. If you're a giver, you'll understand that. So that's what I'm saying. Moving on. Last one. If you know God, you will live what? Right. When? All the time. Not just in public. Not just when people are looking. The eye never sleeps. Hope you enjoyed the lesson. I got to go. I got more for you. I'll be back.